As your popularity grows, Johnny, your responsibilities grow with it. As the pressure begins to build, it's an easy step to pills. Pills to give you energy and keep you going during the day. But then the nights are agony. The answer is simple: more pills to make you sleep. By a strange paradox, you reach the heights of artistic success during the period in which you're failing most as a person. You write your monumental works: Ride This Train. Johnny Cash sings the ballads of the true West, Bitter Tears and Blood, Sweat, and Tears. 2 more daughters are born to you, Kathy and Cindy. Then you're shattered by the death of your closest friend, Johnny Horton. Devastated and heartbroken, your pill intake increases, and the vicious cycle that often ends in death has you in its grip. Then you meet a man who has a very strong influence on the course which your life will take.
Johnny Cash stands as tall as any man I've ever known.
Your friend and pastor of the Avenue Community Church in Ventura, California, Reverend Floyd Gressett. Reverend Gressett, how did you meet Johnny Cash?
Driving on the freeway near Ventura, and I heard a beautiful song. That old song, "Were You There When They Crucified My Lord?" When they finished, they said, "This is Johnny Cash." I made up my mind then, now there's a guy that sings from his heart, and one of these days I'm going to see him and tell him. And Ralph, you know how God does strange things. And a short time after that, Johnny came to Ventura to pick him out of home, and we became good friends.
And when you asked John to join your church, how long did it take him to get ready, Reverend?
About 7 months. He said, "I'll let you know when I'm ready." In about 7 months, I had a letter from him, and I'd like to read just a portion of that letter. It said, "God said we are equal in his eyes. I demand equality, nothing more. My heart is a pauper like all men. Since music is my specialty, you can expect me to have songs planned. If nobody wants to hear me sing, that's fine." And I answered that letter, and I said, "Johnny, we want you to come. We want you to bring a song and bring your guitar, have it tuned and ready to pick." Didn't we?
Yeah. Thank you, Reverend Floyd Gressett. Thank you.
Thank you. See you later.
But the fight was not yet over. There'd still be years of personal despair and sorrow, and all through them, you do what you can to help the underprivileged and the forgotten men of the nation, the prisoners and the Indians. Another daughter, Tara, is born, and you now have 4 daughters. In 1963, you appear at the Hollywood Bowl, and it's obvious that you're a very sick man. You're having difficulty with your marriage, then you start to slide downhill fast. By 1967, you reach bottom. Sick and bewildered, you wake up in a Georgia jail.
The next morning, Johnny made me a promise, and he's kept it.
From Lafayette, Georgia, a man who picked you up one night, Sheriff Ralph Jones. What happened down in Lafayette, Sheriff Jones?
Well, Ralph, I picked this fellow up. He seemed to be wandering around, and I gave him a lodging for the night.
Yes.
The next morning, I said, "Johnny, I'd like to understand why that you would let a little thing as a pill throw you in the gutter and ruin your life."
He said, "Take your pills back and go." He said, "Just remember that there's people like us that care for you." And he said, "Remember, you're a better man than that." And I never forgot the words this man told me.
Wonderful.
He's a very rare sheriff, a very good sheriff.
Thank you, Johnny.
Thank you, Sheriff Ralph Jones. Well, they begin to line up, Johnny. Still, your personal problems continue. Your marriage ends in divorce. You call out for help, and your call is heard.
I gambled on John, and we both won.
Yes, your friend and president of the American Psychiatric Hospitals Incorporated, Dr. Nat Winston.
I couldn't get this rascal to go to the hospital, but Cash determination just stuck in there. He was determined to stay at home. He was a sick man, but with the real true guts of a real man, he licked the problem, and I don't know of any guy in the world that has more guts than the Big John.
Thank you. You're a fine banjo player, too.
Thank you very much, Dr. Nat Winston. Well, your determination and faith pulled you through, John. But you had help, a lot of help, for in 1968, you marry a woman with great faith in you and with a deep love for you. Here's your lovely wife, June Carter Cash. Junie? June, you've been a guiding light and inspiration in John's life. A member of one of America's great musical aristocracies, the Carter family, and a star performer in your own right, you and John become one of the most famous man and wife teams in the business.
Inside the prison, my body may be.
Yes, you travel together, you play Folsom Prison together. And there, Johnny records an album, Johnny Cash at Folsom Prison. In that album is a song titled Greystone Chapel, written by one of the prison's inmates, Glen Sherley. Now, you've worked diligently for his release, and he's to be paroled soon, Johnny. So here on videotape from prison is the man who wrote Greystone Chapel, Glen Sherley.
Hello, John. How you doing, man? I'm sorry that I can't be there today to be a part of your life, but I can't even begin to tell you how thankful I am that you've been a part of mine, man. I know that you've been a great inspiration to a lot of people, but none more than me, because I can honestly and truthfully say that you were the major turning point in my life. And maybe someday soon now, I can justify that faith and encouragement that you've given me by making a success and a productive life out of mine, and maybe pass on a little bit of the kindness you've shown me. God bless you, man, and I hope the kindness you show people is repaid to you, comes back tenfold. I love you.
Your fabulous career includes hundreds of hit records, gold albums and singles, concerts, movies, and of course your very successful television show. And we're all going to watch Johnny Cash's show, aren't we? We watch it now, but more of us are going to watch now. It's a career aided and abetted by loving relatives and friends. You give your love and they return in kind. Your 4 daughters are in school in California and they wanted to say hello to their daddy.
Hi, Daddy. We love you very much, and we hope you have a wonderful time on the show.
We not only love you, but we're really proud of you, too. We're sorry we couldn't be there with you, but we're glad we had the chance to say hi. To tell you we love you. So long for now, Daddy.
How about that? And here are your mother and father, Ray and Carrie Cash. Your brothers, Tommy and Roy. Hey, they're handsome guys too, aren't they? Your sisters, Reba, Louise, and Joanne. June's daughters, Carlene and Rosie. The grand lady herself, Maybelle Carter of the legendary Carter family. And her grandson, your and June, son, John Carter Cash. There's
John Carter. Hi, sir.
There's your son, John.
Hi, sir.
John Carter.
How you doing?
Judy, lots for you to remember of your man's life this day. To help you, we have a gold charm bracelet with memories of your and Johnny's lives depicted on it right there. Created especially for you by Marshall Jewelers of Fifth Avenue, New York City. We've told the story, Johnny, of a man of simple faith in his brother, his God, his land, and gifted with an enormous talent to express that faith. This is your life, Johnny Cash.
Accommodation.
stations for This Is Your Life, furnished by Roger Miller's King of the Road Motor Inns, featuring gourmet food and top-name entertainment. King of the Road, a new concept in motor inn.